Hi, I'm Zak from Zak's Kombucha. We're based over in Y, just outside of Ashford, and we brew kombucha. It's like a fermented tea drink. It's a really nice non-alcoholic alternative to alcohol, made from predominantly tea and sugar. Part of what really makes us unique here is we do a bottle return scheme as well. When I started this business, it was very important to do it as sustainably as possible. So the bottle return scheme was paramount before I even did that first market, before I even knew I was starting a business. I just knew I was going to go out there with a scheme already to try and inform people of the importance of a circular system. Hence why then we invest really heavily in really high quality swing top bottles. Because the hope is that they're so nice, people will either reuse them or give them back. The hope is that by having these bottles screen printed, there's a much higher chance of receiving those bottles back and going from, at the moment where we're sort of between 50 to 70% returns, moving that up to 70 to 95% returns would be the goal. And the hope is that those 5–10% that are still out there are going to be reused at home by someone else anyway. Whatever we can do to stop those going into bin, going into landfill. I signed up for the Growing Green program because I was looking at taking extra measures in trying to get the bottles back as best as I could. So currently we'd be using plastic wraparound labels on the bottles, which obviously are plastic, printed with plastic ink, and I really wanted to cut that down. So just eliminate plastic from that whole process. Had to think about screen printing, and I started looking into that as an option. Discovered you could get ceramic ink, which obviously isn't plastic based as well. That way the customers can't remove the branding, which means it's even more likely to have them returned back, because they can't get lost out there. And another little small side benefit of that is much less labour on our end as well, which helps us to grow. Growing Green obviously provided an opportunity to help fund that next jump in terms of the screen printing, or getting our biggest ever shipping of bottles as well. So without that funding, I wouldn't have been able to fork out for that big expense to help kick the bottle return scheme up a notch. I mean, Growing Green have been really, really helpful with providing the funding, but also with the mentorship in getting this process going, and also looking deeper into, making me look deeper into the statistics of how many bottles we're sort of getting back and what our aims are and everything as well. And I'm determined to show that it can be financially viable and that customers are willing to be involved in those schemes and actually feel the benefits themselves as well. So it's mutually beneficial for everyone. Yeah, I just believe that business doesn't have to cost the earth, basically.